State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got it on the outside. It's Skinner.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Fair catch, called for and made. So Ohio State's offense will have its first possession of the game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Akers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Still looking on the move. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And
touchdown, Buckeyes! First points of the day are on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Bought a little time, lets it go. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
There's the pressure. That's caught. It's Simmons. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Akers. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Now improvising. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The speed on the jet sweep.
Well, there's a lot of ways to skin the cat in a running game, you know. It doesn't have to just be runs up the middle on short yardage situations. How about going jet sweep and with the receiver's speed just enough to get outside and get that 1st down?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Skinner. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wants to throw it. He lost one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already...
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Cotton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Got his man quickly. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touchdown, Kentucky! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Akers. He'll take a deep shot here. Reels it in on the outside. Running free. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Got the quick completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds his man. It's Hurley. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He'll poke, turning it on. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Akers. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. Breaks the tackle. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just keeps moving. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it inside the 20. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. To the air, it's Akers. Going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Grab near the marker. It's Gilliam. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilliam. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! And here they come almost all the way back.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 17 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse
breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
This time it's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest. Kentucky
sends the offense back out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback on the keeper. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the draw. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Lofts one high and deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go right back to it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. To the air, it's Akers. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. A sure tackle to turn it over on downs. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got a little space. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll return it from around the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Jackson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.